Hello and welcome to Pravus Gaming and more Plague Inc. Evolved custom scenarios. Last time we did Undertale and it didn't go so well. I actually didn't even finish it because I got frustrated because it wasn't working as advertised. So, yick. Not doing that again. Alright, what are we going to do today? Well, let's see. Starting at the bottom of the list, done all of these, Mercer Virus. We could go with another SCP. We could go with something like the Vampire, Plague, Necromorphs from Dead Space. After the Plague, we've done Cult of Cthulhu. Sounds kind of fun. I'm going to do Will of the Goddess because I'm curious. Could be good. I feel like this is going to be kind of a Gaia thing, like the humanity is going to have to get wiped out to preserve the Earth thing. We'll see. The humans are destroying Earth. Your task, as given by the goddess, is to teach them the error of their ways. Be it fatal or gentle, you would carry out the will of the goddess. You are the solution. The solution is a malady of the mind, and the heart. And apparently also of the extra gas in my stomach. Destroys their souls, or claim their hearts. It matters not to the goddess, but you will make them kneel. The solution may need some work. Provide feedback. Updated last May. Tweaks made to DNA cost. Added lore for the alternate faith victory. Oh, interesting. Let's give this one a shot. I'm curious. Alright, it's a Neurax worm, and I can't choose any of my genetic stuff. So there we go. The solution it is. You are the solution. The solution may evolve to be anything, so long as it does what the goddess wills. Kill the humans, or teach them a lesson that they will only forget in death. If you're dead, you won't forget anything. You're dead. That's how this works, in case you were wondering. Start off in Saudi Arabia. Always a good starting location. Neurax swarm emerges. Nothing new there. Let's see what happens. So we start off with two different things here. We'll find that in due time. For our transmission, we have air. You fly with the blessing of the goddess to arid environments and plane transmission. Okay, pretty good. Insects. The insects of the land carry you at the request of the goddess. Infection in hot climates. Normal. Free reign. The goddess has allowed you to diverge from a straight path. Mutation chance. You know how much we like mutation chance. And then infestation 1. The more they die, the more you live. Infectivity around corpses. Holy crap, we start off with a necrosis. Or we could anyway. I like that a lot. Whoa! Okay. Lots of symptoms to start us off. I'm not going to read the descriptions of every single one of these, probably. I'm just trying to figure out what these trees are and how they're sorted. So complex tasks are hard, that's cure resistance. It seems to me like these may very well be just sort of randomly organized. Infection. Urban. Lots of infectivity, looks like. Cure research. Wealthy. The host cannot make their up in their mind. The solution interferes. Again, sounds like cure research. Gastrointestinal expansion. Infectivity. Okay. Are these sorted off as some sort of trees for victory, though? So despair. They forget who the goddess is. Let them know despair in the host. Let them know despair in the host. Lessens self-preservation instinct. Lethal. Suicide, I'm guessing. Dysentery. Death. Suicide. Lots of death. Gastric ulceration. Death. Necrosis. Death. Hemorrhagic shock. Death. Hemorrhagic shock twice. Even more death. Double the hemorrhagic shock. Immune suppression. Mutation chance and death. Insanity. Significantly harder to cure. Finally, something that wasn't death. Internal hemorrhaging. Death. Oh gosh. Aggression. Discord and disruption reigns in their hearts, and they will maintain hostility towards authorities and uninfected. Infectivity, severity, and lethality. Infectivity and severity. Can be fatal and significantly slows future research speed, so delirium's pretty useful there. Insomnia. Productivity reduced, so again, cure resistance. Adoration. Let them adore the goddess and earn back her favor. Infectivity and severity. Do we go for the faith route? That could be fun. Alright, we start off with extreme zoonosis. The very earth wishes the humans to vanish. Let it be known that they are a scourge to the land, a plague only curable by plague. That sounds like fighting fire with fire, which is a bad idea in my experience. Infectivity across species. That doesn't mean anything, it just means lots of infectivity. Whatever. Environmental hardening. Neither the heat nor the cold bother you, the chosen of the goddess. We start off with a lot of different Trojan planes. Trojan trains? There could be Trojan trains, I don't know, but Trojan planes. Will of the goddess, they cannot resist their will. Infectivity in the target country, and infectivity in the target country. So lots of Trojans. Drug resistance, genetic hardening, genetic reshuffles. Why is 3 accessible and 1 is accessible, but 2 is not accessible? You want to explain that to me? It feels like when this scenario was created, there was like some misunderstanding as far as like how to gate things. You know? Like, why do you have access to Trojan Plains 3 and 1? You know, like, why do you get a jump? And one's more expensive than the others automatically. It's just like, what? What? Why? I don't know. Alright. Well, let's make this happen. For the goddess, for Gaia, whichever. University debate controversy. We need some infectivity. I wouldn't mind grabbing some insects, or probably Air 1 would be better. Air 1 is definitely going to be better. Perceptive Jolt mutated for free. I did not ask for this. Okay, well that just happened. Fine. We're going to have to be careful of the mutation chance then. Because, actually, I definitely do not want free reign. Because there are so many symptoms that are just straight up tons of lethality that we are more likely to screw ourselves over than anything else. So mutation chance is bad. I'm not going with that. I'm definitely going to go with Air 1. Let's just go with kind of the standard route. It's never failed us before, or rather it has failed us, but that's usually my own darn fault. Water 1 for water transmission? Sure, that also seems quite good. I won't pick up necrosis unless I accidentally get some lethality. Because that's the thing, like, here's the deal, alright? So, okay, I guess you wouldn't screw yourself over. Here's my thought. You go with 3 free reign, you get a lot of mutation chance, and you grab infestation, so now you have necrosis. Then it doesn't matter how much lethality develops, you actually could probably win the game very effectively. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the fastest way to win. So maybe it's not that bad. Okay, so you have 2 routes. Either don't go for mutation at all, so you can go for the faith route, or go for a mutation and also pick up necrosis and just kind of watch the game make you win, basically. Air 2 could be really good. That's a ton of infectivity. Why do we have lethality to start off? No, devolve. I do not want aggression. Screw that noise. Yeah, we're gonna go for Air 2, I think. Air is good. And then we'll go for some Trojan Plains or something like that afterwards. Thank you. We also have Air 3. The wealthy cannot escape you, especially in the blistering heat of the goddess's anger. Plus 2 in arid environments and infectivity. Well, it specifically talked about the wealthy. You'd think it would also target the wealthy, but it didn't say that, so maybe not. Maybe not. Do we want anything to give us some severity? Headache? Hallucination? That's a little bit of lethality, though. Neural atrophy? No. Coughing? Coughing's okay. Yeah, let's go for coughing. It's an okay symptom. I don't know if we have transstasis or symptostasis. I'm willing to bet no. Be good if we did, but we don't. Let's grab a level of Trojan Plains. I'm going to grab the most expensive one, because who knows if that's the most effective one. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. You don't know? I don't know? No one knows. Alright, we have a plane. Let's go to the USA. Get that started. Oh, we already got to the USA. I regret my choice. The solution is just another parasite, they say. They fail to understand that I am backed by divine favor. Drug resistance? Sure? Or do I want to go with this? I'm going to go with the water transmission. It's actually more effective. So let's do that for now. Saudi Arabia starts to work on a cure, do they? It's not going to work out well for you. Holy crap. Okay. Hallucinations, the lethality doesn't appeal to me. Sneezing's not bad, though. Let's go for sneezing. It's pretty good. Doop, 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 doop. Alright, next. I guess we'll go with a level of drug resistance for good measure. Cold resistance is not an issue for us, so that's nice at least. Let's go for Greenland. Start knocking out some of the islands with our Trojan Plains. The goddess is watching you. The humans see you. What will you do now? I don't know. It seems to me they saw us a while ago. Did I just get a divine message from the goddess? It seems like I did. Alright. Gastrointestinal expansion's a ton of infectivity, which isn't bad. Very low severity considering, though. We're getting a lot of infectivity without a lot of severity. Surprising me. I like the hypersensitivity, though. Extra increased stuff in wealthy regions is basically like getting a poor man's drug resistance, so that's usually pretty good. Disturbing reports of the solution, where research is needed. They just don't understand my methods. Alright, we're missing the Caribbean, so let's go ahead and grab, oops, a plane over there then. Pew. Alright. So, Adoration is 28 points. Let's start working for Adoration, just sort of see what happens there. I'm curious. Boom. That's a lot of severity, though. Devotion. Lots of severity. Holy crap. So, who is the goddess? The people come to learn of a new deity called simply the goddess. She, supposedly, created Earth and the humans, intending them to take care of it. The humans look deeper into this topic, wondering if she is real. Selective blindness. Holy crap, that's funny. Oh god, what are the odds? So we start looking into a new religion and then selective blindness. If you don't understand what I'm laughing about, then I'll just let you figure that out. That is so damn funny. Holy crap. What are the odds? All right, let's go with devotion. That leads to obsession. She is the sole light in their eyes and in their lives. The goddess grows happier. Infectivity and severity. Yeah, that's good, but I feel like we're gonna start running out of steam pretty quick here. All right, we'll be missing still. Sweden. We're sending a plane to Sweden. There you go. Have fun. So I need points, and I'm not getting enough. We may need to start getting a little lethality. She may be the light in our eyes, but we need points. One of the hemorrhagic shocks, maybe. Dysentery is pretty cheap. It's pretty good. We'll go with dysentery. We need some lethality in order to start generating some DNA, is what I'm trying to say. You have pleased the goddess. The solution has blessed many. The earth will soon be cured. I doubt that. Who is the goddess? Part 2. The humans discover a corpse high on Mount Everest and an old stone carving of what they recognize as the Greek word for goddess. Upon further investigation, they find more evidence proving that there were, long ago, people who worshipped her. Yes, and her name was Gaia. She was a titan of the earth, in case you don't know. So there you go. Also, so we started an investigation, then we just sort of happened upon a corpse in Mount Everest, or did people say, you know what, if we're seeking out a new god, I wonder if it's on Mount Everest? Because that seems extremely lucky. I don't know, we'll send planes to Canada or something, it doesn't actually matter that much. Insanity developed. People are starting to die. A few will have to die in order to make the rest of them be saved. It's just like a crusade of some sort, you know. Alright, that leads to transcendence. The goddess becomes their one true deity. Seems irrelevant whether I got the infectivity or severity. Some of the humans discover more evidence of the goddess's existence in early Celtic texts. Several researchers begin to craft replicas of the artifacts they find in the books. They start to live, breathe, and pray for the goddess. That's dumb. It kind of is, though. Like, realistically. I don't know. Okay, if you're going to go for a religion, right, there's usually a couple things that needs to happen. Either there needs to be some sort of grand calamity and people are looking for answers, or, well, that's actually kind of it. So I guess people are starting to die of dysentery, but I don't know. I guess it all comes down to this magical solution thing. Nuclear explosion in Japan! It sucks. Kill some more people, please. I know there are no healthy people left. Kill a few of them. Well, yeah, sure. Why don't you expand their intestines, too? That's just going to kick them while they're down. I love it. Transcendence is 62 points, you say. That shouldn't be too bad. Just kill some more, please. I need a few more to die so that I can succeed in my mission. That's 62. Good enough. Transcendence, we win. Sage! Her name is Sage? What? Like the herb? The almighty, omniscient goddess. Her name is Sage. They cry out her name in their dreams and praise her by the morning light. They lift up their hearts and prayers to her, fearing her, loving her, knowing that, just like she did ages ago, she could end their entire world. So, they love her, but they fear her. Infected worship the solution, rapture, blah, blah, blah. A few people had to die. Sorry. Oh, we've also enslaved humanity. You received the Transcendence ending. Congratulations, 3 stars. Of course it's 3 stars. It's a Nurex worm. It's not too hard. Honestly, yeah, that was a pretty good solution. Scenario, I meant to say. It was pretty good. You know, there were some good infectivity options, good transmissions, good, well, pretty good symptoms. The only thing I feel like is wrong with this scenario is just the fact that certain symptoms and abilities and stuff weren't gated behind what they should be. Like, there's no reason to have access to Genetic Shuffle 3 and Genetic Shuffle 1, but not Genetic Shuffle 2. Like, where's the consistency in that? That's the only thing I think is wrong with this. Otherwise, this is a pretty decent scenario. It just needs a little bit of tweaking and a little bit more understanding of the mechanics. That's the only thing I would say. Otherwise, not bad. Not too bad at all. Cool. Yeah, I would recommend that. That's fun. I like it. Well, thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus with Plague Inc. Evolved. If you enjoyed this video, then hit that like button, leave a comment letting me know what some of your other suggestions will be, and of course subscribe when I play out those said suggestions. My name has been Pravus, and I will see you guys next time.